What is up, guys? We'll see how this goes. I just punched in an address for a package delivery, which is interesting. If there's any chance any of you are watching from my Star Citizen content, package delivery has kind of a special nostalgic place in our hearts. So we're gonna see if Bender here can actually get this package delivery done. Of course, we'll have to, play pretend a little bit, imagining that like maybe somebody would load the package into the car if this was a RoboTaxi scenario. But we'll see. We got about a 10-minute drive to the package and then a relatively short drive to the destination. And we'll see if I have to get involved at all. Again, this is version 12.6.4, the old hardware 3 stuff. And this is serving as a way to sort of measure what a good chunk of the cars out there are able to do, or maybe limited to do, since we don't have version 14, and some people have version 14 Lite. So maybe a good way to run a litmus test against the old tech, or just to see how capable it is or how it compares. I do notice some of the annoying things that I remember, like it lingering around or below the speed limit on most of these roads, even though we are typically in hurry mode most of the time. And then on the highway in hurry mode, it will stay in the damn passing lane. And then you go into standard and it will stay going super slow behind other cars. It's like I missed the version 14 finesse that was in Maximus the Cybertruck back when I was using that a little bit. So hopefully we get 14 Lite soon. All right, this has always been a little bit of a tough spot over here in little kind of downtown Davenport. Let's see if it's smart enough to realize that it can go ahead and turn left, because yeah, we're not supposed to turn left up there. We actually need to be right here. What if I force it? I'm gonna force it forward. Okay, yeah, so it was stopped at the light even though it was able to turn here. So that, a little clunky, but difficult spot. That's fair, that's fair. I'll give that a little pass. It wouldn't prevent the package from getting picked up, at least not in this case. All right, we have got the package and the new address. We got a few options here. We'll go for the quickest, which is actually gonna take us onto 2 different highways as well. So, sweet. I wonder if we're able to start from here. I might be too close to this van. Yeah, from here, it's able to take off. So that's on me. I parked a little too close to that van. Let's get out of here and get this package delivered. Put that to full screen. Package delivery mission. Funny courier for this. CYBRLFT courier. CYBRLFT Industries. The new faction in Star Citizen. FSD supervised hands-free on. Oh, did they take away our little green dot? I've been meaning to comment on that, but I keep forgetting. The little green dot we used to have up here that would say like, hey, hands-free mode is working. Because now I think it just comes through like with a message, maybe on an update in the last year. It's been a while. It's been a while. As you all well know. Beautiful day. Chilling out here in Florida. I have started to see some Waymos and stuff too. I need to branch out and maybe capture some fun content comparing to other technologies, see what it's like. I really want to get 14 Lite though to kind of set the bar to current standards. So hopefully we see that release soon. If anybody's curious as to the recording of this video, it is July 18th, Saturday. And we definitely have plenty of room to go here. Okay, we're lagging a little bit, but here we are. We're kind of accelerating pretty slow. Also watching to make sure the package doesn't move around too much. It's very small. Won't have a lot of physical influence from moving around, so it should be all right. Also, apologies if the audio isn't at its best quality. I will need to figure out a new reliable sort of microphone situation. Maybe get myself a little lapel mic and just something that records audio, and then I can sync it up with the video to make it better quality. Because we don't have the soundproofing in these older Teslas that a lot of y'all have in the newer ones, which might as well be their own studio. It's incredible. Now, just for the sake of attention spans and such, we're not gonna show the entire video. I might even do a little like streamer me voiceover over in like exciting parts if I miss anything. Or if anything does come up that's fun, we'll show it off. But for the most part, the car's just gonna do its thing. Let's see how we make it through this one. This has always been kind of an interesting little left. It's simple, but the way cars would back up, looks like we made it through. And I believe we're gonna have an entrance to I-4 up here on the right. Now, I would typically go around all these people because they're slow and congested, but I'm gonna fight my my inner thoughts, my habits, and let Bender here figure it out. We gotta imagine the human side being taken out of the operation equation and just see if this package makes it to its destination. This is why I usually always go around these people, because they're terrible. There you go. I would be surprised if we don't even make it through, because they're all probably watching what's going on in the middle of the road. It doesn't concern you. Made it through, and I'm surprised. All right, now the shift onto I-4, and then the subsequent shift from I-4 to 429 toll road. Let's see. Ooh, this looks different. I know they've been doing construction over here for a while. I think this might be the new segment they're putting in. All right, we got lots of cars here. These lanes should go on their own for a little bit. Typically, FSD is better at these scenarios than a lot of the humans out here are. Mostly because it doesn't have an ego, so it's not constantly trying to fight for a lane and prove to the other people that they're more important. Or it's not on its phone. Alright, clean merge, clean merge. Let's see, we've got just under 2 clicks to go until we get to the 429. Actually about 1.6 kilometers, so that's pretty much exactly a mile. Any last minute lane changers that are trying to mess me up? No? Okay. I've got Bender in standard mode at the moment. So we're going to get up to the 429 exit pretty quickly. Let's see how we behave around these solid whites. It's not illegal to cross a single solid white, it's just preferred to not cross unless you need to, like to avoid an accident or you might miss an exit, whatever you can determine. Double whites you don't want to cross. The singles are more a cautionary, hey, please don't cross unless you have to, kind of a thing. And most people don't listen to anyway. But Ben did a good job there. Yeah, we had good staging into our 429 exit. We still got about 12 minutes left on this delivery job. Report back in if anything fun happens. All right, exiting the highway. We only got about 3 minutes left, so we will ride this out and see how this completion goes. Looks like we got an unprotected left scenario. Hey, we love these, right? Let's see how it does. What's my visibility like? A couple cars coming from the right, quite a few coming from the left. We definitely don't need to go right now. We're just creeping forward. We might be here a minute. We got several cars to the left. There's actually an opportunity to go depending on how these guys get on the highway, but they're taking their sweet time, so nope, that's not gonna work. All right. Up, as it clears up, we have somebody jumping down. Oh, we're going. Okay, are we gonna go ahead and go in front of this person who's taking their sweet time? There we go. Yes, I am fully okay with that. Well, and she was actually just doing a U-turn anyway, which meant she could have gone ages ago and didn't know what she was doing. Florida drivers, my friends, let me know down in the comments, do you think that was a correct maneuver to go with that car there? I give it the stamp of approval because let's just get a move on. My gosh, sometimes you have to drive around human incompetence. And we got to this next maneuver, which just turned green, so we can go ahead and pull in. Awesome. Now, I give that one my stamp of approval for sure. We should make it through this, no problem. Beautiful area. A lot more exciting doing these drives than the country roads of Florida. I'm going to try to keep most of my content in more lively cityscapes like this, where it's not just a bunch of straight lines forever and ever. So, you know, rides to Disney, airport stuff. Maybe if I end up over in Tampa at some point. About 2 minutes from our destination, about another mile out, 1.6K. Haven't really been over here. Lots of food, little plaza spots. See how we react to this individual. So instead of getting behind me where there were like no cars anywhere, they chose to get in front of me to make a turn. That is something that people here do so much. Let me know if it's that bad in your state. It's freaking awful. Good job though. We popped over to the left lane to get around them, even though we do have a right turn coming up about another kilometer out. So we got some time, a little over half a mile. I wonder if we'll, I wonder when we'll trigger that right lane change. It's nice and open. We are actually going comfortably over the speed limit, which is perfect. Just kind of cruising about. It feels slow, but you know, this area is kind of a newly developed residential area and all. I mean, as big as these roads are, this feels more like this should be about a 50, well, about a 72 to 80 kilometer road. I was gonna say about a 45, 50 mile an hour road. But this is bearable. This ain't too bad. And it looks like we are approaching our entrance, which is this newly developed apartment complex. And the drop-off point looks to be right about where we would hope. Since it's an apartment complex, hopefully the person picking up the package is ready for me. And I don't think we have any gates to worry about, because that is another sort of stopgap when it comes to autonomous usage. Whether or not you can actually get in through gates and stuff. But we pretty much got here. I gave that a flawless victory. That was good. That was really good. So I actually did get a food delivery after this too, so I'll probably make that another video. But we're pulling up and our customer should be popping out of this door soon. All right. Okay, package delivered. We had a little bit of a hiccup at the end there. So the vehicle took me actually to the wrong spot, but that's not the fault of FSD. That's actually an issue with the logistics of pickup and delivery and accurate pickup and delivery spots. So that is something that, you know, autonomous services will have to iron out, but it got us to the destination, so that works. Oh, nice Model Y. But that'll do it, and we're gonna go on to pick up this food delivery, and that'll probably be in a different video. Take care, guys.